Welcome to War of the Mind podcast with Loren Johnson, your weekly dose of real-life experience for you, by you, giving listeners the chance to share their story while helping others and giving us all the opportunity to listen or be silent no more. Paving the way for War of the Mind to share these life stories of struggles to triumphs, failures to promise. Here, we are all one, and as one, we can overcome life's journey towards finding our purpose.
Would be number, like I said, there were 6 steps. 2, decide on what what you really want. When you're making that list, everything I don't really understand what I wrote there, because I wrote a note here. Why you want it. Keep asking yourself why until you get the real answer. Make sure you really want it, and it's not just because someone else has it. Write it down as if it has already happened. Instead of I want X, say I have X. This lets the universe know you are serious, and think of a date in the future and write yourself a list or a note about all that has happened to you up to that point. Make it a juicy and fun list. Next, I've done this before many times. My parents' wife have hated me. I've had a huge vision board in my room with every clipping, picture, and then I'd rip it all off and start over, and if it changed. Grab some markers, color-coded. This is number 4, create a vision board. Grab some markers and colored paper and create a Pinterest board, or grab some magazines and scissors, and this is how I did it the old-fashioned way. This somewhere you'll see it every day, and it can be a checklist for a walk instead of sitting on the couch, or looking for a new job on LinkedIn, or calling a friend to meet for coffee and brainstorm. The more momentum you can generate, the more it'll carry you through. 6, watch your dreams come true. Every time you find yourself one step closer to your dream, take a moment to celebrate and thank the universe. You remind the universe that you are all in, and every time the universe picks up on that energy, whatever you believe in, I believe, my faith is God and Jesus Christ. I'm non-denominational, and that's my belief. I'm not making this a religious show, but I'm not. We'll just, for this show, call it creator, universe, whatever you believe in or don't believe in. But every time you find yourself one step closer to your dream, take a moment to celebrate. Every time you celebrate, remind you the universe that you're all in. And every time the universe picks up on the energy, the more it wants you to keep going, and don't stop until you have everything you've ever dreamed of. So it's basically everything in life we have always been taught since we were kids. Don't stop fighting for what you want until you have it. And it's all laid out right there, everything I've just told you. And But I wanted you to, an example of goals I'd set for just War of the Mind. I mean, we can go back to 2018, I started a list. I bought this new journal and it said, I will come across new ideas for new books, blog, milestone legacy, or the Mind podcast. The only one who knows the direction I'm traveling is Jesus and God. They will show me my purpose and destiny. My goals are a book, a podcast, speaking, my kids, and milestone legacy. And I'll explain what milestone legacy is maybe in this episode, maybe another day. And then the book I want to be titled Playbook to a New Life, and continue marking topics and dates in my journal to have topics for the show. So I've been going back through my journals and, seeing what kind of relates to where we're at for topics. And, a lot of my topics go back to trauma, family diagnostics, grew up with suicide. Had 3 uncles pass away from it. A sexual assault to myself by 2 different people. I won't name who, but one was a babysitter, another one was family. Recovery, that's a topic. Faith, your beliefs and your overcoming life obstacles, where your friends play into that, where you can, motivate yourself and inspiration, never give up. Overcoming life obstacles is, family's help, your goals. Mine's also addiction. I was a heroin addict, then switched to meth, and and then I was addicted to the needle, and before that I was addicted to opiates and pain meds and drinking at the same time, and my body did not like the heroin, and I kept overdosing, and I probably overdosed over 20 times, and 8 times I had to go to the hospital in a coma. Once during COVID, and it was the scariest moment of my life, and I still have the memories of fighting for my life and the hardest I ever fought and trying to stay alive. And hearing people, so not seeing anything, but hearing people screaming at me to breathe, and then I'd fade out and it'd go total darkness, and you could hear a pin drop, and I could see myself, and the picture I saw was just breathtaking. And then I get pulled back into hearing these people screaming at me. I went to, high school in Eau Claire, Altoona, I was born in Eau Claire. I went to college, at St. Cloud State. I was very athletic, struggled with injuries and mental health, depression, anger, anxiety. And then when I had my TBIs, that's when I really got anxiety and social anxiety, and they all lead back to trauma. And so, a lot of this show is about, what am I trying to say here? It's basically, about life obstacles, adversity, showing resilience, and trauma, overcoming trauma, and what I've done that worked for me. It may not work for you, but I'll share my story, what I've done. And don't be afraid for you to email us and share your story, and we can get you on the air and share your story live. But my goal is to be a motivational speaker in the future. Might have to use note cards since my short-term memories those struggle. But this is how I started my book. This book is dedicated to my parents, my kids, and all the professionals who helped me along the way. To all the addicts and people struggling, never give up. Have faith. You can do this. And I want to thank you for listening to another episode of War of the Mind on continuation of self-care. And we kind of, went a little off course, but sharing some personal information of mine. But thank you for listening, and don't forget to check out our other podcasts, Limitless Journal podcast, and also check us out on Twitter, LJ Voice Project, and we're also on Facebook, The LJ Voice Project, and our website is ljvoiceproject.com, and I appreciate you listening tonight, and otherwise, we look forward to hearing from you on our website and look forward to you listening to us next week. Thanks. And I want to thank you all for listening to the show today. I appreciate all the views, and just go ahead and don't forget to share with your friends and family. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, The Voice Project. And we're also on Twitter at LJ Voice Project, and we also check out our email. Our website is ljvoiceproject.com. Email is contactus@ljvoiceproject.com. Or we also have Loren, Loren Johnson @ljvoiceproject.com. Yeah, we're also on Instagram. All those. Just write us on our webpage, and we can easily get back to you. Just leave us a phone number. Our WhatsApp phone numbers on there as well. So feel free to contact us. We're always available and free to answer. So I really hope to hear from you soon.